Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Catherine Makepeace and I'm the Head of English at Kingsley School, and I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about taking English literature at A-level at Kingsley, what it entails and the advantages for a student of offering to a university or an employer A-level English to have it on their CV. I've already talked to all the Year 11s about this, so this is a chance for parents to become more informed. And I'm going to talk you through a short PowerPoint which should cover all the essentials. And I will begin to share that with you now. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is why it's a good idea for students who are able to take English as a subject. Firstly, every single university or employer in the country will recognise it as a highly respected academic A-level. No universities are going to turn around and dismiss it. For almost any subject that a student wants to do at university, English will be seen as what we call a facilitating subject because it helps the student with every other subject and it improves their language skills, their writing skills, their analytical skills, and it will help them in almost any career. You can take English A-level alongside almost any other subject. In the past, many students perhaps have thought of themselves as a scientist, yet a lot of medical schools, for instance, now quite like a student who's got 3 sciences and English or another alternative because they see it as a facilitating subject. English will help people develop their analytical and essay writing skills. It won't lead to a specific career, but it will be useful in many. The other thing that I think is a good point for students to consider is there is not a massive jump between what we ask for at GCSE and what we ask for at A-level. They will have learnt all the main skills. I guess the main difference is the books are slightly more demanding, although my current A-level students say they're also more interesting. And I think we ask for more depth of thought in the essay. But it's also quite a fun, informal subject in terms of the discussion in the lessons. It really suits a student who loves to discuss ideas, who likes to debate. They also need to enjoy reading because there is a lot of reading. If a student's already doing well at GCSE, the chances are they will enjoy and be successful at A-level. Currently, we're saying you need to get a grade 6 or above in one of the English GCSEs to take it at A-level. However, if the student has come up through Kingsley, I know their ability, I will consider anyone who's got the enthusiasm and passion. People who like psychology, people who like talking about human behaviour, do well in English, or people who are concerned about social and contemporary issues. What does it go well with? I've already said that you can study English alongside anything, but I guess it goes particularly well with history, with psychology, with drama, with languages. But I've had students do maths, chemistry, biology in English. So any combination will work. What are students going to study? In the lower 6, they have to study a play, 2 novels, and a selection of poetry. At the moment, the play that's chosen is Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest, which is very entertaining, and students seem to grasp it and enjoy it. Mrs. Marque Giorgio is teaching the classic 20th century dystopian novel, The Handmaid's Tale, and also Frankenstein. Two quite disturbing novels, but certainly very interesting novels. And then there is a collection of 21st century poetry. In the upper sixth, students study a Shakespeare play, currently Hamlet, another collection of poetry, currently Philip Larkin's The Less Deceived, and we choose two texts for coursework. This year, students have studied the novella, The Awakening by Kate Chopin, which is set in America in the late 19th century. And we've also studied another selection of poetry by Gillian Clarke. And now, to end, I've got a few quotes, and they are genuine quotes from students who have done it in the past or are doing it now. If you have a look at those, we've got English is great because it's so versatile. Lessons are always enjoyable with lots of discussion, and it's enabled me to become more confident with essay writing. The second one's very honest. At the beginning, I found it difficult, especially poetry. However, my work's improving, and I can proudly say it's the best decision I've made this year. The third one, lots of skills useful for other subjects. And maybe the last one is important. Sometimes a dyslexic student will think, I really can't do English A-level. But depending on the degree of their dyslexia and their level of interest, I've had students be very successful. And we've got one dyslexic student saying, at first I found it hard. However, I feel that when I apply to university, having A-level English will prove my dyslexia doesn't hinder me. So, obviously, it's a subject people should consider. I would love a lot of the current students and possibly incoming students to have a go. They know that they can talk to me about the subject whenever they would like. And certainly parents, please ask me questions, email me, phone up if you need to. It's a great subject and I would highly recommend it. Thank you very much.